That's really nice, isn't it? That was Emily Jordan. She's one of the artists performing at 2 shows next week to celebrate Women's History Month. We Create Jazz is putting together the event at Cafe Vivace, and one of the organizers, Laura Gentry, our good friend Laura, is with us via Zoom today. It's so good to see you, Laura. We miss you.
Good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Happy to do it. So We Create Jazz is an initiative that you and some other folks formed a couple of years ago. Tell me what it's all about.
Well, We Create Jazz was formed out of concern about opportunities for women in jazz in Cincinnati. And I was approached by Dr. Scott Belk, who is Director of Jazz Studies at CCM, about pulling together something that would help not only with mentorship, performance, but educational opportunities for women and girls in jazz in greater Cincinnati. And we understand the importance of trying to bridge over the opportunities that are not available, and also presenting things that would empower women and girls in jazz in Cincinnati to understand if they want to be jazz musicians, then that's their truth, that they can be empowered to walk that path.
Why is it so hard for women to break into the jazz scene or to look for careers in that realm?
I think it's two parts. I just had this discussion yesterday on a panel discussion. There's a lot of patriarchy in jazz, which means trying to break through that is a struggle, but it's not something that can't be overcome. And I also think that we need better representation because we understand the value of seeing ourselves on stage. Just for example, just like you as a broadcast journalist, you know, some of the people that you might have looked up to may have been like Barbara Walters or Jane Pauley, and seeing them do what they do as broadcast journalists could empower you to say, hey, I can do that too.
Yeah, Connie Chung, Diane Sawyer, those were some of them. And there weren't a lot of women. There weren't a lot of women in television news when I was growing up. So you're right, it's so important to be able to see yourself in that position. So the shows next week kind of give people an opportunity to do that, and you're featuring local women who are in the jazz scene. Tell me about the shows at Cafe Vivace.
We will be featuring 2 shows with the We Create Jazz Ensemble on Monday, March 29th at Cafe Vivace in Walnut Hills. And we have 7 members of the ensemble. All of them are graduates of the Jazz Studies program at CCM. And we actually have 1 student who is graduating this year, Jubilee O'Connor. She's a senior, she's a bassist, and she'll be graduating this year. And Katie Carson is also a graduate assistant and student teaching. And we have a couple of members of the original We Create Jazz Council, Emily Jordan, which you heard on vocals, and our complimentary male member of the ensemble, Yemi Oyitaran, is on drums. And we're going to be featuring Jordan Pollard on piano, which you heard, and she's also a graduate of CCM. Angie Coyle, Kayla Updegrove, who is a graduate of NKU, first African-American female saxophonist to graduate from their jazz studies department. And we want people to come out and enjoy the music. 2 shows, 7 and 8:45 at Cafe Vivace. Tickets are available at cafevivace.com. You can find out information on the We Create Jazz Facebook page and also Cafe Vivace's Facebook page.
Yeah, and we also put the Eventbrite to get the tickets. Tickets only start at $10. We put that on local12.com. Yes. Again, it's March 29th at Cafe Vivace. And Laura, it's always so good to see you. Good luck with the event, and I hope to see you here in the studios.